All right, so what's going on, everybody? So I wanted to do this quick video because right behind me, there's a group of evangelists or somewhere, an organization getting together right now, and they're just ending their shift. And I've been here passing through this particular station in Seoul, Korea for a while now. And whenever I see them, this happens every day, they blast loud music, they'll reach people by talking to people that are walking by, and they just do a lot of different things that is their desire for reaching people. And I wanted to give this quick word because there's so many people right now who are looking at methods, approaches, and saying, man, that is outdated, that's old school, that's not the right way to do things around here, and they think it's ineffective. But God, what he's doing right now is he's reinvigorating all these willing soldiers, all these people, and he's using it for his glory. And so a lot of people actually, when I looked just now, were passing by, they stopped and they received Christ. They actually stopped there and they actually were being prayed over and they received Christ. And of course, I don't know the details of anything, but it was very evident that what they were doing was impactful. And they were also praying together. As they were closing up, they were praying. And they're doing these different things. And what God is doing right now is he's calling people to the basics. He's calling people to do different things because he wants us to be in a place for which we are A, willing, and B, we're being sent. And so many of us right now are looking at everybody else doing their own thing on, online ministry, street ministry. They're looking at people doing whatever method it is, and all they're doing is criticizing, all they're doing is saying that's not gonna work. There's a very pessimistic attitude. And I wanna give you this word because so many people God is calling as chosen, set apart, servant of Christ. And if you wanna be the remnant, if you wanna be in a place for which God is going to use you, you have to first break down the cultural, your negativity, the dissonance, whatever it is that's stopping you from saying, man, my God is a big God. My God is a God who can do anything in this world. He's a God who can use something that seemingly seems ineffective in our time now, and he can use it to save people. He can use something new, like I'm doing with digital ministry. He's using so many different methods and ways for his glory. And what you gotta recognize is that he's not a small God. He doesn't look at something like a street thing and say, the effective rate is X percentage, let's not do it. Rather, he wants willing servants to step up and he will do the magic. He will be able to open hearts. He will be the one that will be able to change circumstances. And so that's why in this time right now, more than ever, you have to get right with him. You have to humble yourself before him, and then you have to be willing to go out and do the work that God has called you to do in order to reach the nations, in order to do effective ministry, in order for you to have planted seeds and get a reward for yourself. Because we're in a time for which you have to realize that it's more than you living your 9 to 5. It's more than you going to church on Sunday and just doing a couple of different things thinking you're checking off the box. God, at the end of time, you're gonna get a reward in heaven. You're gonna sit before and stand before God and say, this is what my stewardship was. And he's going to look at you and say, well done, good and faithful servant. Or he's gonna look at you and say, man, you have these opportunities and you didn't take them. You just mocked, you ridiculed, you thought it was ineffective, and you looked at me as a small God. So I want to encourage some of you guys today because we're in a time now for which a lot of people, they're seeing what other people are doing. They're getting encouraged by it, just like how I was encouraged by that group of evangelists. And you have to be able to step up to that and to be able to do what God wants you to do. So be encouraged, guys. Love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.